Alright, you guys. We're live. Let's have some fun with this. I hope the reception is going to be okay. What's up, everyone? I'm going to turn off the light back here because it's going to be annoying. Here we go. All right, the reception is pretty good. What's up, everyone? Nice to see you all here. Let's do a live stream. Drum hang and Q&A. And if you have any questions or requests, please let me know in the comments. I'll try to answer and do the requests as well as I can. Let's do the stream for like an hour or something. If you donate a super thanks, you'll get a shout out on my channel. So I really appreciate that. All donations go back into my channel, just so you know. But let's see here. Man, so many people joining already. That's awesome. From Poland, England. What's up, everyone? What's up? Denmark. Let's see here. God of Pros, what drums do you play on? I play on Pearl drums, and I have a Sonar snare. This is a Pearl Reference Series drum kit, and the snare drum is a Benny Greb signature brass snare from Sonar. Sounds awesome. Listen to this. See here, what's up, everyone? So this is so fun to do. Got people from Brazil, Denmark, France. This is awesome. Sri Lanka. What's up, everyone? Germany, Brazil, Indonesia. Nice. It's so much fun. Teach me the Rosanna Shuffle. You can watch my Rosanna Shuffle breakdown in my videos, but it's basically this. You start the shuffle, and then you add the ghost notes in between, and then you add the low digitally rhythm on the bass drum. That's the Rosanna Shuffle. Nice, right? Let's see here. So many people joining. I can't keep up with everyone. That's awesome. What's up, everyone? Nice to see you all here. Canada, Indiana, Germany. Session player from Indonesia, nice. How's it going? I bet your neighbors love you. Well, yeah, I don't have any neighbors here because this is a rehearsal space. I'm not at home. This is a public rehearsal space where I rent my studio. Let's see here. Sam Googe. Sorry if I'm butchering the names here, but Sam asks, what kind of sticks do you use? Right now I'm using the Vincent 5B XL. Vincent is a Swedish brand, just like me. I'm from Sweden. It's a Swedish company. They make awesome drumsticks. I'm not an official endorser yet, but we've been talking a bit. We'll see what happens, you know. From Ukraine, awesome. Argentina, Bangladesh, from Poland, that's It's awesome. Venezuela, Togo. Hello from England, Tom Wood. How y'all doing, guys? All right, so if you have any questions or requests, please let me know. Let's see here. What should we talk about today? Nice. All right. Just so you know, I can't play to music because I don't have that kind of setup yet. You know, I'm just filming with my phone at the moment, and I'm looking. So that have to do for now. So sorry I can't play to songs, and also I don't want to risk getting a copyright strike during this live stream. Just so you know. Let's see here. From Texas, love your drumming. Thank you. From Peru, hola. Let's see here. Have you put any effects on the mix right now? No, I'm just filming from my phone. So you're getting the phone audio. It's not the best, but it'll do for now. From Malaysia. Let's see here. RTFM. I struggle with herta fills. Yeah, so the herta is basically 2 16th notes followed by 2 8th notes. So it's that's the herta. And usually the way I play herta fills is I play them 3/4 polyrhythm. So if this is the beat, 1, 2, 3, 4. I play the herta as a fill around the kit like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And at that point, I'm not playing them as 16th notes and 8th notes. They're being played as 32nd notes and 16th notes. So it's basically the same thing. The herta is just as any other rudiment. It's named after the sound it makes, like herta, 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 herta. You know. You know. So I don't know if you wanna practice that. Just practice that 3/4 polyrhythm with the metronome. Just sit with it and go 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, that's a great exercise. From Bangladesh, nice. Hello from France. Okay, here's a good question. Can you play Led Zeppelin, please? Again, I can't play the songs, but one of my favorite intros is... Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin, awesome song. What's your tuning system? Alan Baum asks me. So, my system of tuning is basically for toms, the bottom heads are, for me, I'm using the Clear Ambassador by Remo. The bottom heads are tuned just a bit higher than the batter head, the top head. That way, you lower the sustain and you don't get the standing waves inside the drums. So, if the toms are tuned equally tight or equal pitch on both sides, you know, some people like that, but when you get that, you get something called a standing wave. So it's gonna go doom, like a really long ring inside the drum. If you tighten the bottom head just a little bit, you lower the sustain. Plus, I use some moon gel, or in this case, I use the Vincent tone gel on top just to muffle it a little bit. So for for the floor toms, I put some cotton inside the drums. I put some cotton balls, or just, you can buy just a slab of cotton and put them inside the drum, and that works as a natural gate on the bottom head. So when you strike the drum, the cotton is bounced up and then lands on the bottom head again, which lowers the pitch, or sorry, it mutes the drum just a little bit. So that's a great tip. The bass drum is barely tight, it's very just finger tight around the batter head, a little bit tighter on the other side. And the snare drum, for this one, this is the Benny Greb signature brass snare from Sonar. I crank the hell out of this snare drum. So the top head is pretty high pitch, and the bottom head is cranked. So very sensitive snare drum, Awesome. So that's my tuning system. Hey, from France, nice. Let's see here. Do you ever use double-ended sticks? No, never. I've tried some, but I don't like the balance of those. I don't want, the tip of a drumstick to be down here as well. So, nah, never. I want good old-fashioned regular drumsticks. Let's see here. It's a good question. Thomas Drums asks, I'm going to buy me a splash cymbal. What should I buy? Budget is €200. Man, I'm not sure on the market right now we can get for €200, but I really enjoy the Peisty Dark Energy splashes. I have an 8-inch and a 10-inch. 10-inch? 8-inch? And they're great. When I'm grooving and playing with these guys, it's so much fun. So yeah, I can really recommend these guys. These are my favorite splashes I've ever owned. 8-inch and 10-inch Peisty signature Dark Energy. Great splashes. And they're not too expensive. I think the 8-inch is about, I don't know, 150, maybe €200, maybe. I mean, they're solid quality. The Peisty proprietary alloy, so it's B15 bronze, basically. That's why they sound so crisp. Great splashes. That snare. I know, man. It's one of my favorite snares. Please explain the single paradiddle as a turnaround around the set. Okay. If I understand your question correctly, drum school Dewey then. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name here. But yeah, so the paradiddle, hopefully everyone here knows about the paradiddle, which is right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Now, if you want to use that as a fill or a turnaround, I guess, you can use it around the kit with the sticking just as it is, So you can use that with all the permutations of the paradiddle. So you got the regular paradiddle, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. And then inverted paradiddle is right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. The third permutation, or second permutation, is right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left. And then the last one is right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right. So the double ends on the one, which is pretty cool. And you can use that just... as a really cool drum fill. All right, I gotta catch up here. So nice to see you all here. This is awesome. Play the PH intro. No, because I'm not 15, so I'm not gonna do that. Regards from Helsinki. How much do you rehearse on average? How long have you been playing drums? Godzich. Sorry again if I'm butchering your handle. I've been playing drums for 20 years. Last year was my 20th anniversary as a drummer. And it depends on the week, you know, how much I rehearse. But I usually try to practice at least 3 to 4 days a week, and a minimum of like 2 hours, a maximum of like 6, if I'm not doing like a video and have a big project going or something. But otherwise, 2 to 6 hours, you know, depending on the day, hopefully at least 3 days a week. Hope that answers your question. Can you play some double bass? Yeah, sure. Double bass, you know. One of my favorite grooves I used to play is nice, right? Let's see here. How much did you get the element evolution? How much did you get the element evolution? I don't know. What's that? Skyhawk Heavy. Hey CJ, what's up, bro? Can you teach me basic chop? Basic chops. Basic chop. All right, so one rudiment that I like to use when I'm playing chops is just the 6-stroke roll, you know. Right, left, left, right, right, left. Works great around the kit. The 9-stroke roll as well. It's pretty cool. So definitely the 6-stroke roll is one of the best. Let's see here. Why did you use traditional grip on 50 ways? I mean, that's because Steve Gadd uses it. I can't play well with traditional, but he plays traditional, so why not, you know? It's a fun exercise, you know. Sometimes when I play jazz, I might just switch to traditional, you know, from matched grip to traditional, easy like that, you know. And then just because, you know, I can hit pretty hard, you know, hard. I don't have the technique with traditional grip for playing rim shots. But if I play jazz, I might just switch over to traditional. I suck at it, but it's fun to use sometimes. But I wouldn't recommend if you practice match grip all your life and then you want to switch to traditional, just don't, because it's a hassle just to relearn everything you've learned on the drums with match grip. Let's see here. Jarabilities 79. Who's your favorite drummer? Do you like Dirty Loops? I do enjoy Dirty Loops. It's a great Swedish band. Favorite drummer, that's an impossible question to answer because, you know, it depends on the mood and on the day, but I love so many drummers: Vinnie Colaiuta, Danny Carey, Chad Smith, Dennis Chambers, Gavin Harrison. Yeah, so many drummers. Let's see here. Greetings from Canada. What kind of head do you use for your toms and floor toms, and what edition is your drum set? Already answered this one, so let's go again. The heads I'm using is Remo Emperors on the top, coated, Clear Ambassadors on the bottom, and my drum set is a Pearl Reference Series drum set. Best regards from Chile. Nice. I need to scroll through here, guys. I'm missing so many questions, but it's awesome. It's so much fun, guys. One never seen you. Let's see here. One never seen from you some polyrhythm stuff. Is it because you don't like that kind of grooves, or any other reasons for not showing playing some? I mean, I like polyrhythms, but professionally, I have no use for them. Like, I never sit and play, you know, a 7 against 5 polyrhythm or something. I never use that. So, I don't really practice polyrhythms more than maybe using 3/4, like playing in groupings, like. Or maybe a grouping of 5. This is kind of like Benny Greb stuff. So first on the bass drum. That's kind of fun, but I never sit and play like, you know, let's do that. I never sit and just play polyrhythms, you know. It's fun sometimes, but I never just practice it, you know, for the hell of it, because professionally, when I'm playing gigs, I have no use for them, you know. What's up, everyone? It's so nice to see you guys. Let's see here. Tomke Clips. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. Do you have any tips for muffling your drums? I already have low sound cymbals, mutes, and 4 layers of carpet. When it comes to muffling the drums, for the actual drums, I usually use like moon gel, or in this case, Vincent tone gel, just to, you know, get the ring out of the drums out a little bit. But if you're talking about the room, yeah, I mean, you can put extra drum heads on them. This is a big fat snare drum head, but you can cut out old drum heads and put them on your drums. If you have like a 10-inch tom, for example, and you have an old drum head, you can just cut that out and place it on the new head, you know, and you're gonna muffle it basically. And you can do the same thing with your snare drum. I mean, this is a 14-inch one. This is a 13-inch snare, so it doesn't really work now. But same thing for floor toms. It sounds pretty cool. So I have an old cut-out drum head here. I think this is from, yeah, it's a 14 or 16-inch. But if I put this on here, it still sounds pretty loud, but you can fatten up the sound a lot, you know. So if I put this on my 16-inch right here, I don't know if you can see this. You can get a really cool fat tom sound out of your floor toms. But that's just a tip to, you know, muffle and dampen it a little bit. Tom Wood. Let's see here. You play in a band? Yes, I play in several. I play with Louise Lamont. I think I've linked her stuff on my main channel, that Swedish drummer. You can check it out on Spotify, Louise Lamont. I also played with Scarlett a few times. We haven't played in a while, so I don't know if that's going to happen again. but I'm also playing with a live band right now, like a party band for a bunch of companies. Uh, and also I'm a session drummer. I'm doing session work, so I play a lot. From Uzbekistan, nice. Let's see here. From Argentina. Nice tattoo from Bioshock. I actually have the same. I'm really regretting by all different. Oh, what? No. Let's see here. I have the same one on my right with a "Would you kindly." Nice. Yeah, it's a Bioshock tattoo. Inspiration from the game, but this stands for me, my brother, and my sister. So this is a sibling tattoo. Let's see here. I recently bought new cymbals, and I'm really regretting by all different brands. You shouldn't regret that. I've before I got endorsed by Peisty, I had a bunch of different brands. I had Sabian, Siljan, UFIP, some Peisties, some Meinl cymbals. If you like the sound from one cymbal and you like the sound from a cymbal from another brand, go for it. Hopefully, if you find a brand that you really enjoy, they make the same kind of cymbals, so you can get your sound out of that brand. But sometimes that's not the case. For me, Peisty, I really enjoy these cymbals. They have dry cymbals, they have crisp cymbals, they have heavy and thin cymbals. So it's a versatile company, but you shouldn't regret buying cymbals from different brands. Not at all. Let's see here. This is so much fun, you guys. If I get any super thanks, just so you know, I'm giving a shout out to everyone that pledges some super thanks. I'm getting a shout out on my channel, so just so you know, everything you donate goes back into the channel. So let's see here. Hey man, learning fills from you was really helpful, but I'm confused on where to applying these fills. Well, first of all, you need to apply them to drums, not just a practice pad. I'm kidding, so this is something that needs to be said because this is not something, just for you guys. This is for every musician out there. But let's say, I'm playing on this kit. This is right now a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 piece drum set. I usually have like a 7 or 8 piece, sometimes a third rack tom, for example. But whenever you see me playing a fill, I'm just showing the fill how it can be played on my kit. And if you have the same kind of kit. But let's say you have a 4-piece kit, like bass drum, snare drum, 1 rack tom, 1 floor tom. Just apply that fill I'm playing to your drums. If I'm playing something that goes, for example, then if you have a 4-piece, go, or if you have a 3-piece, do you see what I'm saying? So apply it to your drum set. You don't have to have my exact drum set to play the fills or grooves that I'm playing. You should just apply it to your drums. So let's say I'm playing this, and you only have a 3-piece. Go, for example. You don't have to use 2 rack toms. So this is just a preference of sound, but so try to apply it to your drum set. Let's see here. Hagen or Hagen 55555. Hear your voice for the first time. Great shorts, by the way. Thank you for your drumming. Thank you, Hagen or Hagen. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you're not used to my voice, that's probably because you haven't checked out my main channel, That Swedish Drummer. So you can check that out in my channel's page on my channel. You'll find my main channel there as well. I do more longer in-depth lessons on my main channel. So you can check that out if you're interested. Let's see here. Skyhawk Heavy. When you create grooves and drums parts for a song, do you write every single note down or only the idea, such as 16th triplets for fill number 1, or maybe only recording you and replay what you hear? So when I do session, I do not write out every single note. I've never had to do that, but if the artist I'm playing for wants me to write out a transcript of what I'm playing, I can definitely do that, but I've never been asked to do that. I rarely write down like stickings for fills if I come up with something for a song. So let's say I'm playing just a 4/4 and I do a fill. Just I do that. If I like something, I go, ooh, okay, that's nice. I take my phone or my camera, or whatever. The phone is usually the most handy. I just put it on the stand like I do right now, and then I can just record myself playing that fill a few times to remember it. But otherwise, I never write out any transcripts. Oh man, we got 10. Was it 10 euros from Skyhawk Heavy? Nice. Hi CJ, thanks for your contribution to the drumming world. Very inspiring. Greetings from Belgium. That's awesome, Skyhawk. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, this is so awesome to be able to do this, and just know that every single dollar or euro or pound or whatever you donate to this channel, it's going right back into the channel. I can upgrade my camera gear, hopefully my streaming gear for live streams, studio equipment, so thank you so much. Shout out to the Philippines. What's it? With all those bands, you're living my dream drum life. Yeah, I mean, I still have dreams as well. If I could, I wanna drum with Steven Wilson or the Aristocrats, or any one of my heroes. I'd like to drum with, but at least I'm doing what I love, and I'm just working really hard to keep doing this and be able to do this for a living. It's tough, but it's worth it. Let's see here. Question marks. So boring. All right, then you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch the stream if you find it boring. Kit sounds great on its own. How does it go cutting through the mix with an original music track? Thanks. It works pretty well. When I'm playing drum covers, I usually, I record myself over the track, and then when it's a drum cover, the drums are supposed to be in focus. So I usually lower the music levels a little bit so you can really hear my drumming on top of the original drummers. So that's usually how it works with drum covers. So hope that answers your question. Rack or many stands? Thomas drums. I use a drum rack for studio, and if I would be touring with this kit, I would definitely bring the rack, because it has like memory locks, so I can set these drums up within 15-20 minutes without any problems. It all has memory locks. So for a studio especially, I really enjoy the drum rack. That way I can also lower the toms a little bit compared to maybe a stand. But yeah, that's also just, what's your preference? Let's see here. From Belgium too. Nice. Nice to see so many people here. This is awesome, you guys. I really appreciate you watching this. Let's see here. What mics are you using? All right. Let's see here. Valtiel. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. For the snare drum, on top of the snare, I'm using a SM57. Sure. On the bottom of the snare drum, I'm using a SE condenser microphone, the SE-X1. It's a pretty cheap microphone. It's usually like a talking microphone, or for vocals. It's not the best mic, but definitely makes a great transient sound. The transients really come through with a condenser. So I recently added the X1 mic below the snare. For the toms, I'm using the Sennheiser MD421s. Perfect studio mics. I love them so much. For overheads, I'm using the AKG C414 XL2 stereo matched pair. Phenomenal microphones. I haven't even used them at their full potential, but they're awesome. And then for the bass drum, I'm using a AKG D112 inside the bass drum, and outside another SE-X1 just to get some of the thump from the bass drum. And then actually, you can't see it, but down here, I have an old Samson Q tom or Q snare mic that I'm just using as a distortion mic. It picks up the middle of the kit, and I can put some distortion on there. Really cool effect when you're recording. Let's see here. So many questions, so many people. Greetings here. So nice. Welcome, everyone. All right, let's see here. Drum School Duiven. Please explain the blushda. Chris from the Netherlands. What's up, Chris? All right, so the blushda. It's a rudiment that was popularized by Tony Williams. So, first of all, to break down the blushda, we need to know the left flam triplet. So the left flam triplet is flamming with the left, you accent the left hand, and then you go right, left with a tap. So on the snare. Now the blushda is basically the same thing as the left flam triplet, but with instead of a tap with your right hand, you're playing a diddle. So that's basically that's the blushda. And you can also accent the last left hit, so it's. That's the blushda. Easily one of my favorite rudiments to use. It's a good question. Let's see here. Hello, your friend from Thailand. So surprised to see live stream today. Nice to see you too here. Yeah, I announced it a few hours ago that I'm just going to do one at 3 p.m. Central European time. So right now it's 3:41 in Sweden. Man, we've already been doing this for 40 minutes. That's awesome. Big fan from India. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Guel, BC. I'm sorry if I'm, again, just mispronouncing the names. Hey, CJ, any tips for a month drummer? Kind of lost on what to practice. Should I play backtracks and feel the drums? Definitely. One of the best exercises for beginner drummers is to play to music, Get your basic coordinates down, for grooves. Basic fills, basic grooves, and start playing to music. That's easily one of the most fun things to do, even for professional drummers, just to play to tracks and to music. So as a beginner, definitely start playing to music. And just so you know, I don't understand any other languages than Swedish and English, maybe a few phrases in like Spanish or German, but I do not know Spanish or Chinese or Japanese or Portuguese. I'm sorry, you guys. Let's see here. Skyhawk. I like to include blushdas. Gavin Harrison uses them a lot. it brings a lot of colors in the play. Gavin has been a high influence on me. Yeah, man. Gavin Harrison is a huge influence on me too. That's why I'm always using Blushta's 16th note triplets. I'm using Blushta's left flam triplets. You know, Gavin's playing has been a huge influence on my playing. So. So much fun to play that kind of stuff. Blushta and Hurtus are two new rudiments they weren't around when I started playing. I mean, they're not that new. I mean, I know the Percussive Art Society. They've had the 40 rudiments for a long time. But you know, people are innovative and they come up with new stuff that wasn't part of the marching drums stuff. You know, so. Instead of just playing potty flaflas and ratamakus and flam taps and Swiss Army triplets, you know, people came up with left flam triplet and Blushtas and Hurtus, you know. So, you know. That's the fun thing about drumming, you know, coming up with new high rudiments and stuff. Let's see here. Thank you for doing the live again. If possible, I want an archive because this time zone is around 11 p.m. in Japan. Due to the time difference, I would appreciate if you could consider it. Yeah, man, I keep my live stuff in the live folder, or whatever you call it, the live section on my channel. So you can check the old live one as well. It's still there. And since I'm doing this live right now, after I'm done with this is going to go up on my live section as well. So enjoy. Stopping by to say hi and nice. Please just awake. Awake? All right. Very good. Thank you so much. What software are you using for recording your drums? The software I'm using is Logic Pro 10 or Logic Pro X. It's for Apple computers only, so it's a MacBook thing or iMac, you know. Logic for recording, I use two, what are they called? Modu 8 pre-interfaces. So I have 16 channels, so I can mic up the drums and, you know, connect the mics to the interface, and the interface goes into the DAW, the Digital Audio Workstation, which is Logic. So that's the software that I'm using. Sounds so good. Thanks, Skyhawk. Great videos. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. Freddie, can you do a fill or roll related to jazz? I'm not a jazz drummer. I gotta be honest. I used to play jazz, but I never practiced jazz. You know, I never sit and do. So I mean, use a lot of triplets when I do play jazz, which is almost never. You know, you can play the 6-stroke roll. And just playing triplets, you know. That works great for jazz in my opinion, but I never played jazz, so I'm not the right guy for that. Let's see here. Lisa Mitchell. So I'm a 57-year-old drummer, self-taught. It's so cool that drummers can interact and learn from each other. Unlike 30 years ago, we had to read and or take lessons. Grateful for you and your knowledge. Thank you so much, Lisa. I appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, the internet has its positive sides. Definitely have some negative sides as well, but I completely agree. You know, YouTube, Skype lessons. I mean, there are endless possibilities to learn the drums nowadays. I always recommend any drummer that either, you know, self-taught or, you know, just starting out, try to get at least a few one-on-one lessons in with a teacher, because that can help you so much starting out with, you know, you can get feedback in real time, you can get help with your posture and how to hold your sticks, how to breathe when you're playing the drums. And you don't get that by, you know, watching a YouTube lesson and then try to play just like that person is playing. It's great, but you don't get that feedback you want from a real person, you know. But I agree. It's awesome. Obi-Wan, love your stuff. Thank you, Master Obi-Wan. Joe Trout, do you ever play paradiddles in triplet form? Rarely. No. I mean, I use it sometimes when I warm up. This is one of my favorite warm-ups. Just playing the paradiddles in 4/4. Just so start off a regular, you know. So that kind of triplet I do sometimes as eighth note triplets, you know. Warm-up, just playing paradiddles, 16th note triplet paradiddles, back to paradiddles, and then 8th note paradiddles. You get a cool turnaround, so you do the left hand lead as well. So I'm just going to show this. It's pretty cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's great for warming up, you know. Lisa Mitchell, I have actually learned from your experience. Thank you from Globe, Arizona. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. I'm happy my content is helping you out. And again, everyone that has sent me a super thanks, thank you so much. Whoever gives me a super thanks here and donates anything to the channel, they get a shout out on my channel. It helps a lot with what I'm doing. So again, thank you so much for every contribution. Hello, I'm Thompson. For how long have you been playing? I've been playing for 20 years, Thompson. I know, right? Any tips for electronic drums? I don't really feel comfortable behind electronic drums, to be honest. I've always played an acoustic kit. But, I mean, you can't go wrong with Roland. Roland makes great electronic instruments, but they can be kind of expensive. I think they have some more budget-friendly drum lines as well. But otherwise, you know, from the E-kits that I've tried, Roland, Yamaha, and Alesis makes great drums. So I guess Alesis is probably the most budget-friendly company, but I'm sorry I can't be more help with that. Let's see here. The audio is a bit delayed. Yeah, probably, but you know, it's I'm using my phone. This is almost like a bunker, so I'm glad I have any reception at all. Luckily, it's probably going to be better when I upload this live as well. Let's see here. Play the Herta rudiment. Yeah, the Herta. We've done that before. So it's. Originally, two 16th notes and 2 8th notes. Right now I'm playing it as 32nd notes and 16th, so it turns into a 3/4 polyrhythm. Let's see here. All 5 notes groupings, stickings, and even paradiddle work great for jazz fills. Awesome. Colin, hey CJ, how do I get better, faster at playing the hi-hat? Molar technique, I just can't seem to get down. Yeah, molar technique, definitely. Never play with a stiff grip. You know, you'll never get fast like that, and you're going to hurt yourself. You can get carpal tunnel. French grip and finger technique works really good too. But I like to use the molar technique because you can use, you know, one motion to get 3 strokes. That works great. So molar technique all day. Yeah, definitely. Keep working on the molar technique. You know. Let's see here. We might have some problems with the reception, but hopefully we'll get it back. Let's see here. Hi, hello, Skyhawk. A good electronic drum is EF note. All right. I mean, read that comment. I probably have no idea what it is because I never use it. But yeah, let's see how the reception gets here. I don't see any more messages. I'm gonna see. Sorry for the crappy reception. Let's see here. What brand of kit is that? This is a Pearl Reference Series kit. The snare drum is a Sonor Benny Greb signature brass snare. Do you have a record studio for your sessions, or do you rent a studio for that purpose? This is a practice room, so I'm inside a building where there's a bunch of rehearsal spaces, and you know, bands and artists can rent these music rooms or rehearsal spaces for practicing. And I rent my own, so no one except me and my band can come in here and play. We are the only ones with keys to this place, so it's awesome. I have my setup is always here. You know, I can just sit down by the drums, start my computer, and press record, and I'm done. You know, so this is a really good setup I got here. Cymbals so much. I'm so happy to be a Peisty endorser, you know. Let's see here. Mario LED 2013. What's the easy way to learn the Rosanna Shuffle? The application of ghost notes is very complicated. It is. It's not for the faint of heart, you know. Again, I covered this in my live stream before, and I've covered it earlier in this live stream, but this is the Rosanna Shuffle. So when you're applying the ghost notes, you're just playing the middle triplet, you know. Try to practice that with just doing that small tap, you know. when you got that down, try to play with the taps together also with the backbeat. You know. So, you know, it takes time. You know, I don't know you as a person, and you probably don't do this, but don't expect to learn it, you know, through one practice session, just sitting. Oh, I'm done. You know, you gotta play that for months. You know, I still practice it. If I haven't played, you know, a halftime shuffle with a lot of ghost notes in a while, I gotta go. Oh man, I need to practice this. So I'm just gonna sit down for an hour or so and, you know, reconnect with my inner shuffle player. Just. So, you know, it takes a while to get down. Let's see here. Seem to have some better internet connection right now. So sorry if there's any delay or anything, but I really appreciate that you guys are here. And oh man, we got another super thanks. Drum School do even. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, but thank you so much. €6. That's awesome, guy. Thank you. This is awesome. You're getting a shout out on my channel, so thank you so much. Every donation you guys make to this channel, it's awesome. It goes right back into music making, you know. So thank you. I really appreciate this. Oh man, I can't talk. I really appreciate this. I'm Swedish. What are you gonna do? Let's see. Thanks, CJ. Great to have dedicated and appropriate room for recording. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best room. It could be better, but definitely, I'm so thankful for this this building. You know, it's awesome to have your own practice space. You know. Let's see here. Alan Baum. Electronic drums can't replace real drums, but are good when you have to keep the volume down for your living situation. That's true. That's definitely true. So if you're living in an apartment and you don't have a practice space like this, you know, an electronic kit is the way to go. And sadly, sometimes you live in a building where your neighbors are gonna think it's very annoying just hearing the taps, you know, like from your electronic drums, which is annoying. But there are ways to, you know, raise your like a podium almost, like raise your drums up and mute it so the vibrations don't go into the floor or walls. But sometimes it can be a hassle. But definitely, if you live in an apartment or you live somewhere where you're not allowed to play loud music, electronic drums are the way to go. Definitely. Lisa Mitchell, when I see an electronic kit, I want to take a sledgehammer to it. All right. Yeah. I wouldn't go so, you know, that far, but I never feel comfortable behind an electronic kit. I'm lucky to have this space, but not everyone has the opportunity to play an acoustic drum, a drum set. You know, so it's different for everyone. But I do enjoy your comment. Let's see here. Peter Evanson, do you tune your drums with their resonant head a higher pitch? Yeah, I tune the bottom heads on my toms especially, and of course the snare drum. But on the toms, I tune the resonant head just a bit tighter. I never measure the pitch, you know, or I never take a tune bot or anything, or drum dial or whatever. I never use that stuff. I always go for feel and sound. So, getting like a tune bot or something, I wouldn't recommend it. It's a bad investment. I mean, you're just wasting money because if you practice enough by removing the head, seating it, tuning it, and then removing it again, seating, tuning, you'll learn how to tune your drums. Let's see here. I hate electronic drums as well. They're good for practice, but in the long run, you will need an upgrade. Yeah, that's true, but again, not everyone has that kind of living situations, guys. Oh, man. I got to catch up here. So many people are writing. This is awesome, you guys. This is so much fun. I'm going to do this, like, every weekend or something, or at least once a week. I want to do a live session. This is so much fun. And you guys, if you're gonna start arguments in the chat section, please just don't. I mean, I know what you're saying about the electronic kits and whatever, but this is just gonna bring some bad energy to the place. So let's just have a fun time here. Let's see here. What is your method of tuning on your snare? So the way I tune my snare is I crank the bottom head. So I'm going to show you. It's a really heavy brass snare, but here's the bottom head. If I release the snares, can you hear that? It's like a timbale sound, so very high pitched, and the top head, same there. I like really high pitched snare drums. Not for everything, I have 7 snare drums, and I use them for different sessions and different sounds, but this one, I like the high-pitched 13-inch snare. It sounds awesome. Let's see here. Lisa asks, do you ever use inverted paradiddle as fills? Yeah. Sometimes I definitely do. When I do more gospel choppy fills, I use this coordination. So it's basically the first half of a inverted paradiddle. Just use the inverted paradiddle definitely as a drum fill. So it's really fun. I like to use it when I'm combining hands and feet fills, Really creative using paradiddles. Saludos de Uruguay. Nice. How long did he say he had been drumming? I left on accident. I've been drumming for 20 years, man. Nice hair, dude. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, I love some colors in my hair. Let's see here. Personally, I improve my playing on an acoustic kit by playing regularly on an E-drum. So, yeah, okay. Still on the electronic drums. It's funny to hear the comments on electronic drums. Just go a set for my son to learn on. Yeah, nice. Sorry, it won't happen again. Man, you guys are funny. Who's your hero in drumming? There are so many, Sandy, there are so many drummers. I I enjoy Gavin Harrison, Danny Carey, Vinnie Colaiuta, Sheila E., Annika Niles or Niles. I'm not sure how she pronounced it. She's German. Dennis Chambers, Dave Weckl. I mean, there are so many. I just don't have one hero. Virgil Donati, you know. I can sit here and ramble on for 20 minutes just about heroes, but it's not going to be a fun live stream, you know. But it's a good question, though. Who's you guys that are watching? Who are your favorite drummers? Like, if you got to pick a top 5, who's your favorite drummers? Let's see here. Wow, 20 years is a lot. I've been drumming since I was 1, and I'm currently 14. Nice. I mean, I wish I started earlier when I was like 3 or 4. 1, it's like, really? Can you even hold sticks and walk when you're 1? But nice. I started drumming right before I turned 11, and I'm 31 now. So let's see here. I can't see my video anymore during my stream here on my computer, but I'll try to get it going. Here we go. All right. Paul asks, Paul Ferraro drums, can you explain a lot of your fills? The first 3 bars are the same, but to land on 1, the last bar is always different. Can you break it down? Let's see here. What do you mean here? Can you explain a lot of your fills? The first 3 bars are the same, but to land on 1, the last bar is always different. Can you break it down? I'm not sure I understand your question completely, but when I break down my fills, so let's say I'm doing this. Like that's my fill. So then I do, you know, beat 1. I'm always marking beat 1, you know, so that's when the groove is supposed to come in, you know, when you hit the crash. So you know, so that's how I break down my fills. I hope that answers your question. El Estepario Siberiano. Yeah, he's a crazy good drummer. Let's see here. Okay, Skyhawk writes, Gavin Harrison, Vinnie Colaiuta, Carter Buford, Dave Weckl, Todd Zuckerman. Great drummers, all of them. Great drummers. I love the sound of stick plus ring and pitch. Always stick scratch on the middle. Could you talk about it? I saw some of your videos using drumsticks crashed. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but my drumsticks always get very damaged in the middle because I play a lot of rim shots. So I've been thinking about making a shorts video about this, but a rim shot is when you hit the rim of the snare drum together with the middle of the head. So it's this plus, which makes, you know. So the rim shot makes the snare drum sound massive. You know, you can play. Which is fine, but you know, mostly in the studio, you want the drums to actually smash through the mix. So just the head, rim shot. Just the head. I mean, you can definitely hear the difference, right? So, you know, playing this sounds pretty loud, but this sounds louder. That's where you get the attack from the drum shell when you're hitting the rim as well. So. I always play with a rim shot, and any professional drummer you meet, they're playing rim shot as well. I mean, I've seen some people commenting on my videos. They're like, "Man, you need some new sticks." I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of sticks down here. You know, I have a stick bag full of sticks, so I always have spare drumsticks. But if you ever meet a drummer that says I've never broken a stick in my life, they're probably not playing drums that much, and maybe they're just playing very soft jazz, like. Yeah, if you never play a rim shot, yeah, sure, you're probably not going to break your stick, but, you know, I break sticks every week because I play hard, you know. Let's see here. When playing the ride, left and right leg heel up. When playing the ride, left and right leg heel up. I mean, yeah. Usually when I'm playing the ride, I like to stomp my hi-hat. And then when I stomp my hi-hat, I play heel up. You know, I'm not playing... If I would do this, playing heel down, yeah, my legs would start to burn pretty quickly, but heel up. And the same when I'm playing my bass drum pedals, I always play heel up as well, because, you know, you get the most leverage out of your pedal that way, so... Thanks again for all your questions, guys. This is so much fun to do. Let's see here. Can you advise some useful exercise for my left hand? Yeah. I'm a righty as well. I'm a right-handed drummer, so naturally my left hand is going to be my weak hand. And when you want to strengthen your weak hand for playing drums, try to start playing, you know, 16th notes with different accents, you know, alternating accents, but you start with left hand lead. So if you usually play drum fills like, you know, start playing with left hand lead. Everything you practice basic wise, you know. Stuff like that. Start with left hand lead, you know. You know, and do doubles. Triplets, and yeah. That's a great exercise to strengthen your left hand. Let's see here. So many people writing. This is awesome, you guys. And again, thanks for the super thanks. Every donation goes right back into the channel. So thank you so much. Everyone who's donating any amount they can, it's awesome. I'm so thankful. So thank you. Here's a good question. Sandy asks, should we hit rim shot on toms too? You can, but I wouldn't recommend it. When you hit the rim together with the toms, you get more of a stiffer sound, because, I mean, the bass drum and snare drum are the heart of the songs. You know, that's the heart of the drum beat. So that's going to be the loud ones. Toms, you should just play in the middle of the drum shell, you know. They sound loud enough as they are, so you don't have to hit rim shots. I never do. I sometimes do by mistake, but it's not gonna make a difference when you're recording. It's like the drum will sound way cleaner if you're just hitting the middle of the drum head. You know. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Let's see here. Laughing writes, I'm a dyslexic drummer. How do I learn off sheet music since I find it hard with my disability? That's a very good question. I'm not a pro when it comes to disabilities and stuff like that. I guess maybe perhaps for a dyslexic person you have to practice with ear training, or it's in music theory it's called ear training. So you just practice by ear, So instead of reading notes and go like, oh, okay, that's 4/16 notes, 2/8 notes, one beat of 16th note triplets, and then a quarter note, you should just go by your if you're watching a video, just try to copy what the drummer is doing and then practice by ear, just listening. It's like, oh, he's playing, or I'm not a pro again when it comes to different disabilities, but that's a tough question to answer. Hopefully you can practice just with watching the performer, the drummer or whatever, and learning by ear. A lot of drummers start by learning by ear too. Or just watching what someone is doing. I've watched tons of videos where the drummer isn't posting any transcripts. I post transcripts just because for some people it helps. For others, they don't care about the transcripts at all, but they watch the videos and watch what I'm doing with my hands and feet. So you can probably learn very well without having to read music. Let's see. Hess, mine crashed always too. Love that sounds more deep and dense. Nice. CJ from Lorna Shore. Have no idea what that is. No. I'm CJ from Sweden. Let's see here. Big Lad Iggy asks, how can I get better ghost notes? Also, practicing accented 16th while you're just tapping, playing ghost notes. So on the snare drum, if I'm just accenting every quarter note while playing 16th notes, it's going to sound like this. That's a great exercise, that for just playing ghost notes. Same with, alternating the accents. Stuff like that. So that's going to help a lot with your ghost notes. When it comes to ghost notes with a groove, you can start playing and then start playing ghost notes together with your hi-hat. Exercise to get better with your ghost notes. Otherwise, playing different rudiments with ghost notes, phenomenal exercise. Let's see here. From Bangladesh, nice. Weak hand. Thomas Lang uses to say that he trains 3 times harder with his weak hand, so right-handed drummers train your left hand 3-to-1 ratio. Yeah, that might work, Vincent drumstick. Yes, I'm using Vincent drumsticks at the moment. Yes. So hard to practice diddles. Yeah. That's also a good exercise. Same thing. Alternating 16th, but instead of accents, you're playing diddles. the best beginner way to practice it. At least it's a great exercise. Benny Greb uses it all the time, and so do I. Hello from Thailand. That's a hard question. Love you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you all for writing and contacting me here. I gotta switch my position a little bit so I can read the comments a bit better. Let's see here. Mukul Bikash Dev Roy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering the name. Is it necessary to continue kick and hi-hat on every fills? And one more thing, what is the fundamental of using twin pedals? Or do you mean double pedals? First of all, double pedals are very popular in metal music. I have one to play certain fills and certain grooves that are more djenty metal style, but to be honest, I don't use my double pedals as much as I use just single pedal. But let's see here. Is it necessary to continue kick and hi-hat on every fills? I'm not sure if I understand your question correctly. You don't have to play kick and hi-hat during your fills. Stomping the hi-hat while you're playing fills can definitely help with keeping time. Like. I don't know if I understood your question correctly, so I hope that answers your question. Let's see here. I think stick plus rim on the toms make off sound. Yeah, it's not the good kind of tom sound you want, definitely. Sandy, sorry, thanks. Note that I really want to hit rim shots, but end up hitting the rim only. Yeah, it takes time to practice, you know. When you practice shots, do it slowly and like let your stick go up all the way and play. It takes a while to practice, so just sit there and just grind it out, you know. You know, if you start hitting the rim, maybe you have to angle your hands up a little bit. If you're playing down here, you're never going to hit a rim shot, but if you angle your drumsticks towards the center, you're going to get it down, so don't worry about it. It takes some time to practice, definitely. Let's see here. What I meant was when playing 6 notes per bar on a 4-bar fill, the last bar has to change, land the kick on one. You don't have to mark the 1 every time. Definitely not, but it makes sense for most people. I mean, you can play a fill that goes like 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, you can go over the bar line, and you don't have to mark the 1. It usually, for mainstream music, it makes sense the most, you know. But you can play. So you don't have to mark the 1, but usually it just feels nice to, you know, lay into the crash on beat 1. Let's see here. Notch ICS. I use Vic Firth Metal N to train my wrist because they're heavy. Do you recommend them? I haven't used the metal ones. Heavy sticks are definitely good for practice, muscle memory and practicing your wrists. But But I never really use heavier sticks than I use at the moment. I usually use 5B or 5B Extreme or XL as Vincent calls them. They're just a little heavier than the regular 5B, but otherwise, I mean, you can practice with mallets because they're really front heavy. So you get a really a good sense of bounce. Otherwise, playing with lighter sticks as well. Let's say here I have a 55F. It's way lighter than I'm used to, but you know, it's good for practicing as well, just to get the feel of the drumsticks. But definitely heavier sticks. Mostly for practice pad, I might use that, but otherwise, I never change sticks to a heavier one when I'm practicing, because I want to be able to play with these sticks and not have to rely on heavier sticks. But that's up to you. You know, it's usually a good practice technique. Let's see here. Laughing. Follow up to my question about sheet music. I've been playing for 8 years, and I mainly improvise with my mates, and so I can listen to a degree. The issue is when the quicker 30-second notes fills in ghosts. Yeah, I mean, again, that's a tough question. I would, like, let's say for me, for my videos here on 30-second drum lessons, I always do a a slow breakdown of a fill, and it can be, let's say it's 30-second notes, and it goes like this. You know, I always do a slow breakdown, so it goes. You know, hopefully that helps most people when it comes to, you know, getting the breakdown. I was like, oh, okay, that's what he's doing, you know, because when you hear a fast fill, it can be hard to decipher what the drummer is doing, you know. So, still, listening and just learning by ear, it can be tougher, but there's definitely material out there to help you out. Otherwise, you just gotta understand note value. I assume that, you've been playing for 8 years, maybe you know. Sheet music might be difficult for you, but if you know note value, I'm actually going to post a video later next week about note value for dummies. You know, note value, you have let's say I'm counting in 4/4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to play a whole note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 8. 16. If you understand note value, you can also start to hear it when you're listening to different fills or tracks or whatever. Because if the beat, like let's say the BPM is this, like here's the pulse, and the drummer is playing something like this. He's playing 30-second notes, you know, because he's playing 8 notes per quarter note. I hope that answers your question, because I mean, it's a tough subject, but also 30-second note fills. There aren't that many professional, you know, bands that actually use 30-second note fills all the time. 16th notes are like the perfect subdivision, in my opinion. it gets the best feel because you just have that train feel to it, you know. You can play triplets with that as well, but to me, 30-second notes, fills or licks or whatever, it sounds cool, but just for certain types of playing, if that makes sense. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm still a beginner. What should I practice more often? Sandy. Okay, I've actually thought about this too for our video, but the 5 most important rudiments for a beginner: single stroke roll, double stroke roll, number 2, that's important. Paradiddle, number 3. Mostly just a regular paradiddle. You can try the other permutations as well, but definitely the paradiddle. Number 4, let's say the flam. The flam is a really useful rudiment. So if you don't know about the flam is an accented hit with a grace note. A grace note is a tap right before the accent. So if you watch my snare drum, it's not, but I'm playing right before I accent my left hand right now. I'm playing a small tap. Same with the right hand. So the flam is definitely a good rudiment to know. And let's say for the 5th one, maybe the 6-stroke roll or like sextuplets. 6-stroke roll can be played straight like this. This is more marching style. Or you can play it linear as sextuplets. Those are definitely the most important rudiments, because you can practice all the rudiments you want, all 40 of them, and when you play to popular music, if you want to try to become a working drummer, you're not going to use the 40 rudiments. Like, I've never played with an artist that, but yeah, you should play the potty fla-fla, or the radamacu, or the splabada, you know, it doesn't matter. You don't have to know all of the rudiments, because you're not going to use all of them. Like, I might use 6 or 7 different ones when I'm playing with artists. It's like the flams, single stroke roll, double, paradiddle, 6-stroke roll, left flam triplet, and blushtas. You know, maybe a herta here and there, but otherwise, when I'm playing professionally, I never use the 40 rudiments. Just so you know. Let's see here. Skyhawk says, "Hi CJ, gotta go. Enjoy the rest of your stream, and thanks for your hard work. Take care." Thank you so much, Skyhawk. Take care of yourself. Laughing. I got stuck in the always accent the one, and it was awful for me. All right. Let's see here. I gotta position myself so I don't hurt my back here. My computer's right here, so I gotta read the comments. Laughing. Let's see here. Dot on the right means the note is half the original note's value longer than it's normally meant to be. A dot. Yeah, a dotted note means it's 1.5 worth of that note. So if you're playing 8th notes, you know, a dotted 8th note, it's Okay, so let's here. So this is the dotted eighth note. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, a dotted note is just, you know, one and a half of the original value. So you extend the note half of its value, basically. All right, nice. A lot of talk about the dotted notes now, but no worries. Wow, we're getting into 1 hour and 40 minutes of this stream. This is awesome, you guys. I might have to go now, actually. I'm gonna try to do some recording, and yeah, this was really fun, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. I hope I can do this again with you guys soon. This is so much fun, and again, to everyone that's donated a super thanks to my channel, thank you so much. I'm gonna give you a shout out later this week on my channel. I really appreciate it because every single dime that goes into the super thanks and into my channel, I reinvest it into my channel so I can upgrade my gear and do better content from you guys. So thank you so much. This was awesome. I hope you got some cool and fun insights from this. Yeah, I don't know what to say. This is so much fun. But thank you guys. I'm looking forward to doing this again. Take care. Good luck with your drumming, and I'll see you soon, guys. All right, I'm gonna turn this off. So thank you. Let's do a little view of the drums first. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for this live stream fun. We're going for 98 minutes. It's awesome. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Good luck with your drumming. I'll see you soon. Take care, guys.